Hello, I'm Oz.
And I'm Susy.
And we're here out in the folly at the wonderful Pig at Combe.
And we're here because we're doing Wine Alive's Christmas sipping series.
And we're going to look at what goes with party food.
Party food, look at that.
Actually, what does go with party? I'd say just about anything.
Yeah, well, no, not anything. No, it's very important to get the matching right, Oz.
Is it?
I think so.
Well, the trouble is you go to a party, you don't really have any choice. You don't say, oh, I think I'll have that. You don't go into a party and they say, what would you like to order, sir? What would you like to order? You just say, there it is.
And the problem is guests bring their own wines, but I'm saying put those to one side and choose the wine you actually want to serve to show off your Christmas cooking.
By the way, if I went to a party with that, I would think I'd
be pleased.
Fallen like a pig landing in a tub of butter.
And this is the pig's special party food.
Which are called? Go and tell me.
Piggy bites.
Piggy bites. Okay.
They're not all pig. This one clearly is. This is crackling.
That's crackling.
Then that is scampi with a brandy mayonnaise. Nice. And then this is like a rarebit.
What sort of Devon rarebit rather than Welsh rarebit? Cheese and things like that.
Cheesy stuff, yeah. So, I mean, they actually are all crying out for a different wine.
They're all crying out for me to eat.
And happily, we've got a different wine.
We have, okay. Okay, then we will do this seriously for a moment. We will try and give people good advice before we absolutely hoover all that down. Right, the first one I've got.
so let's go quick. Yeah, brilliant. So we're starting on a very classy note with Rathfinny's Rosé.
Yeah.
So English wine, Sussex wine. Very, very well made in the champagne method. Sophisticated stuff, I'd say, for a party. But why not if you've got this kind of calibre of party food?
Sigh or bang?
Thank you, Oz. I'll take the sigh.
I'm sorry.
I should
rephrase that, but I won't.
There's an offer. Oh, a bang.
Sort of.
Really delicate. Unlike you opening that bottle, very delicate pink colour. Gorgeous.
It's we've just got to tell everybody to be proud of English wine. This is a fantastic operation. It's an operation right down on the South Downs near Eastbourne. It's on a wonderful chalky slope.
Got their own single estate, massive vineyard, haven't they?
Massive grape
vineyard.
Massive
by English standards.
Yeah. And what they've done is planted on the chalk. And the chalk, of course, which it's Sussex South Downs, Kent South Downs, Hampshire, Dorset. It's exactly the same chalky soil as you have in Champagne.
Champagne, of course.
So if you then plant the same grapes as they have in Champagne, which is the white Chardonnay and the red Pinot Noir with a bit of thing called a Pinot Meunier. The Pinot grapes are black and the Chardonnay is white. And if you then make the wine in this extremely hard-working, sort of handcrafted
meticulous
and costly way called the Champagne method.
So long bottle age, so lots and lots of development and evolution in the wine. Yeah. You then end up with something very special. And actually, people have said to me, people even older than me, that English sparkling wine tastes like champagne used to 50 or 60 years ago when it was cooler in Champagne. So same sort of soil, same grape varieties, same climate that used to be in Champagne.
Because southern England is reckoned to be about 1 degree colder than Champagne's only about 2 hours from Calais. Yeah. It's an area just near just northeast of Paris.
Just a bit warmer.
A couple of hours drive from Calais. 1 degree. So given the way that climate change has massively warmed up northern Europe, 50 years ago, Champagne...
So this may well be similar.
I would say 25 years ago.
Because Champagne is tasting richer.
Yeah.
And if you want this lovely tingling acidity, go to England. And people are realising that now. So this is serious class. Yeah. Now, what are we having this with? The scampi.
Scampi.
With a brandy mayo.
I thought that would work.
I mean, that sounds so Christmassy and lovely.
I think it just...
Very luxury.
Honestly, a scampi with a brandy mayo, my feeling about that is, so what are you eating?
Some of that.
Not if I can help it.
Pass the fork. I think the thing is that sparkling wine will cut through so many things that are slightly oily and fatty in the most delicious way, doesn't it? The acidity in the bubbles act as a sort of mouth-cleansing cut. So it's a really sensible choice for when you're having a dish like this, which obviously there's kind of fried element to it. Obviously, it goes with seafood. You know, that goes without saying almost. Very dry, very crisp. I think it's going to be great. Could you please pass me a fork? Because I'm dying of hunger.
And also a rosé, because the way you make rosé is you use mostly Pinot Noir black grapes, but you use a bit of Chardonnay as well. But this colour you get by taking a little bit of red wine and pouring the red wine in just to colour it. So you get a little bit more bite in the rosé wine, just to that tiny, tannicky, slightly bitter thing on the edge of your tongue, which immediately makes it to go better with food. Speechless.
Really brilliant. Seriously, really brilliant. Yeah. Because it is exactly that thing of, as you say, a little bit more power, a bit more fruitiness in the rosé, still dry, cutting right through the mayonnaise and the fried element in that. It's delicious. It's a complete no-brainer.
Yeah, isn't it?
So that's mine. What are you having?
Oh, damn. Okay, next one.
Yum.
Okay, I've opened this for you already because I'm a gentleman with a reasonable amount of manners still left, but I'll pour it for you, shall I?
If you could, yes. Yeah. So this is an intriguing wine. This is something I've never had before.
I want you to look at it as I pour it and see what the effect it has on you.
Oh, well, how can that be English when it's that dark?
Exactly.
Because England, cool climate, as you well know, can present us with fairly weak, lily-livered red wines.
Yeah, because you need more sunshine. You need more heat for red wines.
Some of them are nice, but they're pale and interesting.
Pretty pale, aren't they? They're normally made with the Pinot Noir grape, which is quite a light grape. But this thing, look at that.
That could come from somewhere really hot.
Somewhere like Beaujolais, somewhere like the Côte d'Rhône, somewhere like Australia. That's a fantastic
But this
colour.
is from the South Downs.
This comes from an area in the South Downs. If you know a famous winery called Nightimber, this is just nearby. It's on sandy soils. It's called Abingworth in the South Downs. And the reason they've managed to make a really, really full-bodied red wine there, and in a year like 2024...
Yeah, come on. What's the secret? Because that's not what the colour of most English red wine is like.
All right, the secret is this is what they call a PIWI, and that means it's a special hybridized, and don't get upset by that word hybridized. It means that they've taken the Cabernet Sauvignon grape and matched it with a Swiss grape. So it's a hybrid. It's all grape. It's a hybrid, yeah, and it's all grape varieties. And of course, Switzerland is cold. They invent grapes in Switzerland, which will ripen well in cold conditions. This thing called the Cabaret Noir. Cabaret Noir.
Not Cabernet.
Cabaret, yeah, and that's what I thought.
So that's PIWI, which I think is potentially a more offensive word, PIWI. But anyway, casting over that, the whole point about them is that when they grow them in places like England, you don't need so many sprays, do you? You don't need the fungicides and pesticides because, fungicides particularly.
In a year like 2024, when it never stopped raining during the summer,
indeed,
normally a lot of grapes would have just died from mildew and rot and all kinds of things. This one just goes gaily charging along.
It's a really, really useful variety.
It's a completely legal and proper way to breed a grape variety which can resist things like mildew, but also which gets more sugar accumulation much quicker and hasn't got high acidity, which actually means you end up thinking this wine must be made in the south of France.
Even in a bad year like 2024. It's fascinating. I mean, this is quite new to me. I know the PIWI idea, so it's fungicides that you're reducing. Colour, ripeness, drinkability. Brilliant. I mean, is this the future for English red wine?
Well, if you're worried about things like your carbon emissions, in a tough year like 2024, when you'd be out with the tractor all the time, desperately trying to spray and spray and spray, you don't have to with this, because you just put probably one bit of spray on at the beginning and then one halfway through the summer, and then you pick.
Life is a cabaret.
Old friend. Life is a cabaret. But then you have to do the willkommen, bienvenue, welcome, which means you have to be in fishnet stockings. And I know that you don't like fishnets.
It's a bit chilly.
Yeah, that's just the chilliness.
What I have to do, more importantly, frankly, is try it with these lovely, lovely pork crackling. And I think it's going to make a noise. The
racket.
Willkommen.
But that's not a bad red wine.
That is a good
Italy,
match.
Yeah, for an English red wine, in a year like 2024, when everybody remembers what a poor summer it was, and a colour like this, and flavour, it's ripe.
Fascinating. The future of English red wine in some vineyards will be this.
Well, I think the point is, if it makes a wine like this in a year like 2024 in Sussex...
What did it do this year?
Probably Yorkshire.
Yeah, Scotland.
Scotland, yes.
PIWIs everywhere.
PIWIs everywhere.
Coming out your ears.
The PIWIs will be important.
And I love the label, and it's called To a Skylark because I believe that the poet Shelley, his family used to live where the land of the vines are planted for this.
For 200 years, the Shelley family lived there.
Isn't that lovely?
So here's Ode to a Skylark.
Yeah, I think that's really exciting.
I think that works really well.
And it's always in the world of wine. Brilliant when you try something new and realise it's always evolving. There's always innovations. Brilliant.
Right, should we move on to our next one?
Yes.
Now, this is a winery.
This is a friend.
Is it?
This is a friend.
Oh, hang on. You've just been in New Zealand, haven't you?
I have been. Well, I was there a few months ago. In fact, I've been twice in 2 years. Lucky me.
Shall I open it for you? And I will just let you rinse your glass.
And it's a screw cap, so not very difficult to open. Thank God the New Zealanders use so many screw caps. Yeah. Brilliant.
Just rinse your glass.
I'm going to have a rinse. No, Rosé, gone. So Yealands, I think we're both fans of Yealands. Yealands on the South Island of New Zealand are one of my favourite wineries. They're not the tiniest, but then most New Zealand wineries are not particularly big. They've made great strides with sort of eco-credentials, biodiversity. They're enormous, well, not enormous, again, it's New Zealand, relatively big, coastal vineyard in the Owatri Valley, so the south sub-region of Marlborough, right by the ocean, absolutely beautiful. And they've reflected this kind of love of nature in the labels for this, and it's not just fanciful, you know, they are big on that kind of thing. So this is Yealands, which a lot of people may know for the Sauvignon Blanc, because of course Marlborough, Sauvignon Blanc, sub-region of Marlborough, but they're doing great things with other grape varieties as well. If you try, they have an Albarino now, and this is their Pinot Gris. So some people will know that as Pinot Gris Pinot Gris from Alsace, Pinot Grigio from Italy, but this is not like Pinot Grigio, is it?
No, not at all. The thing about New Zealand is, whenever you go to New Zealand, you can probably reckon you'll have twice as much flavour in your glass from New Zealand as you would an equivalent wine from Europe. Pinot Grigio is a perfectly nice wine, but it's very light and simple, and you knock it back. Pinot Gris grape, same grape, but the French way of putting the grape rather than the Italian way of putting the grape. Suddenly you get twice as much weight in the mouth. Yeah. You get lovely flavours of pears and things like that.
Orchard fruit.
Fills your mouth.
It's lovely, isn't it? And it, as you say, there's something about, I think, the South Island in particular, Marlborough in particular, that gets, you know, the cool nights. With this, you get the coastal influence right by the sea, and you get this amazing burst of fruit. It's not just Sauvignon Blanc. They can do it with Riesling, they can do it with Chardonnay, they can do it with Albarino. Yeah. And here they're doing it with Pinot Gris. So you've got that signature Marlborough fruitiness, but it's dry, you know, pretty dry. It's tempered by good acidity. That's going to be a very nice match for cheeses, and I've got a
Devon Rarebit.
I've got the Devon Rarebit.
It is a wonderful area of the world, that Owatri Valley, isn't it? Because you think Marlborough is South Island, New Zealand, and it's cool, until you then just go through this lovely little mountain pass and you come out into a sub-region of Marlborough. Cooler. And you turn left and you go down towards the ocean, and these vineyards here, they're on a cliff like that, and again you look out from the cliff, that's the Antarctic down there, and the southern busters come in like this.
I mean, it really is cool climate, isn't it? Yeah. So you've got everyone knows Marlborough. Most people have heard of Marlborough, but this sub-region is really exciting, and Yealands are really doing everything they can with it, I think.
Yeah. And I think Yealands, when you see a Yealands label, it's one price-quality ratio. Yeah. They absolutely hit it on the spot.
So this is just going into Tesco, 12 quid. It's a new release from them. I think it's, to me, that's not an aperitif. That's a food wine, has a sort of broad flavour. It's really good with that. So I love it. I love the way they've done the tall bottle in a kind of Alsace style as well.
Yeah, really nice. Well, that's 3 fantastic wines to go with party food. I have to say, the parties I go to, if I got offered food like that,
What are the parties like that you go to? What do you get? Okay. Yes. No, this is classy stuff, but 3 very diverse wines, but lots of really good ideas for matching with food. So party on.
Party on.
This is just one of our Wine Alive Christmas sipping series videos with me, Susy Atkins, and my mate Oz Clarke. If you would like to know more about the wines we've tasted, head over to our blog at wine-alive.com and check out other episodes. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thanks again for watching, and we hope you sip splendidly this Christmas.